How's that? Oh, that's a bit. Sorry, guys. Is that kind of straight enough? Somewhat. Doing a different little setup. Just bear with me while I get it organized. How does that look? Will this do? Sort of straight. Oop. Hang on. I think this might have to do. Sorry for all the fiddling. That looks all right. Okay. So, hello. I'm here to talk about the new moon in Taurus that's happening right now. Okay. Let me just light some incense for us. I think this looks good. Looks good enough. Okay. How we been feeling with this new moon in Taurus? Yep. Okay, so I am going to be going through my notes. I've taken quite a few notes here. On the new moon, it is a supermoon, okay? So I'm just going to dive right into it. This is notes that I've taken for myself so that I can understand the energies. I'm incredibly sensitive, so I really need to research the moons and what's happening at them so that I can navigate my own life, because I am so sensitive to the energies. So if you're feeling that, then I hope this helps you. But I am not an astrologer, but I just do what I need to get by, right? And I'm sharing those notes with you. So let's get into it. And after I go through the notes, I will do a channeled message from Spirit with my tarot so we can get some messages, okay? So basically with a new moon, it's a time for introspection. It's a time for going within. It's a time for rest, okay? And it's also all about planting new seeds and getting clear on new intentions that we want to bring into life, right? They are a portal into a brand new beginning because it does mark a brand new cycle. So a supermoon is basically when the moon is closest to the Earth's orbit, which does increase its magnetic pull, not only on the tides, but the emotional energy, okay, the water that's in our bodies. We are 70% water, so it does affect us. A new moon always brings a shift. And that's why I'm here to help understand the shift, okay? So with it being in Taurus, it's really bringing in more grounded energy. Some of us will really feel like we're walking actually quite secure on either side of the veil. So walking securely on the side of the shamanic, the spiritual, the non-physical, as well as the very physical. We're also feeling grounded in the physical as well. And this will really help to actually bring in magic, right? Magic into this reality. So the momentum will be picking up through May, okay? But at the time of this new moon, it will be feeling more and still like we're at a bit of a standstill. But I feel like it's really going to pick up from the first, but it will be different. It'll be different. It'll play out differently in each of our lives. But you may be feeling really sensitive, really vulnerable around the time of this new moon, as we are collectively breaking into a brand new chapter of life that brings brand new energy. Okay, there are no planets that will be in retrograde at this time, so this is really giving us a strong momentum forward. This is also the first new moon after eclipse season. It's really worth mentioning because it is bringing in waves of new spiritual energy in the forms of new vibrant opportunities that will catapult us essentially into a new chapter. So this is really exciting, and you may even be sensing it at this time. So really move slow and move steady, like the tortoise, that won the race. nourish your spirit as you go. And also gold is quite a theme that's present at the time of this new moon. You may be drawn to the color, you may be drawn to wearing it. Let me know in the comments below if you are definitely aligning with gold, right? So let's talk a little bit about Taurus. It is fixed earth, and Taurus does come after Aries. So it takes the inspiration, the action, the potential of the Aries energy, and it basically organizes it. It really brings up practical questions, and it really helps us to consider how we actually process it, how we actually make it happen into the physical, because the physical always moves in very linear growth steps to bring something into fruition. So Taurus is really all about that. Taurus is bringing in a new focus of what's truly important to us, what we really value, what we want, and what we need. So Taurus is actually very self-reliant. It's very, I'll do it myself. It will do it its own way, okay? It is the energy of determination, okay? It's the bull. It's full of patience and stubborn energy, essentially. So Taurus is to do with the five senses, and what's pleasurable to us, what we love, what we enjoy, and how we interact with the world around us. Because Taurus is fixed energy is the slowest moving of energies. So that's definitely a theme at this new moon. Taurus has a lot to do with material possessions, finances, our resources, our spending habits, our material and our spiritual values and how they coincide, our pursuits of material fortune, but also our self-worth. So the energetic breakdown and the flow that is really present at the time of this new moon may actually dissolve old structures that we've strongly relied upon in the realm of money and materialism. This doesn't necessarily mean that we'll be faced with restriction or financial instability, but rather what we'll be receiving is essentially whatever you need to shift your relationship with finances and possessions, okay? It will be very unique to you, okay? Because everyone's so different. So it will show a much more aligned and a much more true way to perceive the truth of finances, our resources, our material connections, okay? So a little bit about Venus. Venus rules Taurus, so it's very relevant right now, and it is still conjunct Saturn and has been for the whole of April. It also conjuncts the North Node in Pisces, so this is really bringing our attention to a turning point. It's bringing our attention to endings, transitions, and what's completing, what we're moving away from. Taurus and Pisces energy together, when it's combined, it's a lot more subtle. It's a lot more quiet. It's really reserved, and it sits back and it observes, okay? I've been filming a lot of videos already today, so my mouth is like, but we'll get through it. So this energy is really offering actually a nice balance for the intense energy that's also present at the time of this new moon through the Mars and the Pluto opposition. That energy is actually starting to ease up now. So these astrological placements are guiding you to find peace with everything that's changing. So if Venus is a strong ruler for you, you've been having to deal with something on your own for quite some time. You've actually been closing out parts of yourself because you're really only meant to take the best parts of you, the parts that uplift you forward into the future, okay? You've been receiving lessons of self-compassion, self-love, and because of that, you have been deeply changed forever, okay, from the lessons that you've been receiving. So basically, you've been developing strength through gentle forces, okay? And yeah, it's been feeling intense, right? If you're aligning with this, you've been definitely feeling intensity, okay? It feels like there's new sparkly parts of us that we've been finding, and that, you know, especially aligned with creativity, and it's aligned with our true essence. So it is exciting. There's definitely a level of excitement here with all the intensity. Venus, Saturn, and the North Node are conjunct, which does create a very soulful time, actually. Some questions that you may be feeling or maybe asking yourself in your life. These are also really good journal prompts for you if you want to do a bit of shadow work, which would be very aligned to this time. Is, what am I desiring to express? What is my purpose? What am I here on this planet to do? What is my soul longing to experience in this life, and what lights me up? Those will be some really good questions to ask yourself at this time. But this is also a time to follow your highest excitement. Follow your highest excitement when having to make decisions, because your highest excitement aligns with your heart and what it desires over the head, right? The head will always come from logic, and it doesn't fully align with the energy that's present right now. So Mars and Pluto are still in opposition at the time of this new moon, okay? Mars is Mars is the planet of our desires and our actions, and Pluto is the planet of transformation. So Pluto is really taking a deep dive into what we want for the future, right? And this really translates to us finding new dreams, finding new versions that we want to be in the future, right? So there's been a lot of transformation happening here. A lot of wounds around how we show up in the world are coming up to the surface. And this can be wounds that we've built actually strong belief systems around, or future expectations around. So it can really feel like structured walls that we've been very used to crumbling, okay? And this has many layers of fear in it, but it also has liberation attached to it. It's the phoenix, right? So these wounds could be founded in things like a lack of self-worthiness, never doing enough, never being enough, never having enough, not loving enough. It could be wounds of betrayal as well. It could be abandonment wounds, and it could be wounds around sexuality as well. So Pluto is basically transforming these deep wounds that have been unconsciously shaping our realities. For example, if you have a deep wound in betrayal, okay, it basically leads us to vibrate to the universe, to everything around us. I must experience you betraying me, right? Intense, right? So this is the exact moment of the Phoenix rebirth. It's literally old wounded patterns coming up to the surface to die, to allow for space for new, healthier patterns to be reborn in its place, right? And this will actually allow us to thrive and to align with the universe. So this Plutonic position is really showing us where we have been losing power, like energetic leaking, right? Energy leaking. That happens when these wounds cloud our vision, especially on a subconscious level, and therefore our lives, right? So I want to talk a bit about Black Moon Lilith as well, who's very present and playing into this new moon time. It is Black Moon Lilith is the lunar point in the moon's orbit that is the darkest and furthest away from the earth at this time. It does symbolize the wild wisdom of the divine feminine, which is the part of us that is instinctual, soulful, very intuitive, but also that real force of nature, right? So Black Moon Lilith is in Scorpio and is involved with the Mars-Pluto opposition. So while you've been transforming future dreams, okay, Black Moon Lilith is bringing up to the surface everything that's been stored in the emotional body that has been preventing us from those dreams, okay? It's pretty much bringing up everything from our hidden self, okay, that's really uncomfortable to look at. It's very hard to acknowledge as well. So she gets to the emotional depths of sacred rage as well. So there could be a lot of anger and frustration that's being felt at this time. So basically a lot is being triggered by Black Moon Lilith. I feel like I kind of channeled Black Moon Lilith a little bit in my look today. But yeah, she really delves into the difficult hidden parts of our psyche, okay? It's really important to have healthy outlets to let this emotional intensity out, okay? And that's that's where Taurus comes in. Taurus is helping us lean into grounding practices such as getting into the body with exercise, dance, meditation. Any movement is really good for that, but also creativity. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, so coping mechanisms actually could be popping up at this time with Black Moon Lilith. And that happens because the mind tries to create a sense of confusion or a sense of mental fog to basically avoid being present, right? Present with what's coming up to the surface. So bringing compassion and love to those coping mechanisms will be really important. It'll be really helpful. And also understanding where these coping mechanisms have come from, you know, the ways that we cope, where it originated from, who it originated from, like where we picked it up from, how we found it, and asking ourselves, is it truly aligned to who we want to be or who we actually are right now? And also don't have any shame around coping mechanisms because it will only push you into coping further. Yeah. The beauty actually of Black Moon Lilith is that it provides an access, a whole new access to a deep feminine mystery within us, to deep feminine knowing, but also wisdom that is coming online to actually help us guide us through this new moon. So really expect life-changing healing as you'll be seeing parts of yourself that you were previously completely unaware of, and you'll be deeply understanding the stored pain that has been unvoiced, really unvoiced anger, unvoiced grief that is from the past, from your past lives, or from ancestry. Okay, I'm going to take a sip. Okay, Uranus is actually playing a part in this new moon as well. So unexpected releases could be occurring as Uranus in Taurus is sextiling 3 other planets and points in Pisces. This release could be feeling like a sense of liberation, which I've actually been feeling quite strongly today. Change, it could be coming through as being open and accepting of the change that you're sensing now. It could be feeling more ready for the changes that are coming. It could actually come in as movement forward, and it could be taking a risk in something, and it might feel surprising. Okay. Uranus and Mercury is also bringing an energetic intensity. Okay. So be aware of what you have to say. Uranus will bring flashes of insight, flashes of what's new, and it can make us very quick to speak. So everybody right now is experiencing karmic material coming up to the surface, right? So do your best to give others grace, but also give it to yourself. Okay. Movement can really help to flesh out the old and bring in the new flow. The last sort of bit that I want to talk about is the fixed grand cross. Okay. And this grand cross is causing a lot of intensity. It's actually causing the intensity. Okay. The cross is made up of Mars in Leo, Pluto in Aquarius, Black Moon, Lilith in Scorpio, and the Sun in Taurus. They're creating a cross. So this grand cross will be affecting the fixed signs the most: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. So this grand cross is deeply penetrating energy that floods into our shadow of our consciousness, and it helps us to become more aware of our fears. And it actually helps to make way for a rebirth to occur. It's absolutely the phoenix that I was mentioning earlier. And it's making way for powerful new beginnings. It's like a final deep purge before we spread our wings and leave the nest. So it's really giving breakdowns and breakthroughs, as the title of this video suggests. This is volatile, destabilizing energy so that we may release the victimhood rot, right, from our energy, from our aura, to step into the new powerfully ready. Okay. This energy is absolutely challenging, but it is a beautiful opportunity to dissolve past limitations. It has to be strong, this energy, to actually dissolve the energies, and so do you. Okay. So it is helping you lean into strength. The Sun and the Moon in Taurus is bringing easy, grounded, practical, solution-based thinking to help navigate the intense deep diving of this time. And the way that that translates, at least it has in my energy, has been like, I've just naturally gravitated to exercising more. I've naturally gravitated to having that natural desire to get into nature. It hasn't been like oh, this energy is so intense, I guess I better get into nature. It's just been a really nice gravitational flow, I want to say. Okay, so that is really the notes, okay, that are present at the time of this new moon. So with that, I want to also do some tarot reading, okay? I want to see what Spirit has for us. And actually, I just saw this fireworks card here. So I want to talk about a little story, actually, because when I got into one of the days that I got into nature, I was sitting there meditating, and there's this beautiful spot to sit where it aligns with the treetops. And it was really windy this day, and the wind was just whipping through the trees, and it was just gorgeous to listen to and to tune into for meditation. It's just the perfect meditation music in my eyes. And as I was doing that, I had, thoughts just kind of running in the background, but I wasn't paying attention to them. And out of nowhere, I noticed a song started playing over the thoughts, and it was Fireworks by Katy Perry. I'm actually just going to look up the lyrics. It was so beautiful. At the time, I didn't have my phone with me, so I couldn't look up the lyrics. Firework by Katy Perry. So I came home and looked it up, and it made me cry. Seriously, the love. It's like, do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screams, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you because there's a spark in you? Like, I'm getting goosebumps literally all over my arms right now. You just got to ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. Because, baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go, oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework, right? You're going to leave them all in awe. You don't have to feel like a waste of space. You're original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. I've been really drawn to rainbows today. So many shivers through my body right now. What else today? So yeah, this song honestly made me cry so much. Boom, 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 even brighter than the moon. Even brighter than the moon, right? As you shoot across the sky. So it really feels like that song was really pointing to a lot of the emotional intensity that's happening at this time, that is really present and that we've been struggling with. And look, I opened it to this yet again. It says, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. I'm going to take that one because I cut to it twice without even trying. So let's get a few more cards here. Look, we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. And we've got you're very close to achieving your goal. See, it's like an ending is really highlighted here. Okay. So it's like the end of something. It's time to take action and look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. Yeah, so there's like new action that's being taken here. Okay. Meditate and contemplate. Absolutely. Meditation will be so good for this new moon because it'll tune us into the inner state, right? Which is so important to do at a new moon. Let's get some more oracle. I actually want to get some of these. All right, Spirit, some more oracle cards here. Oh, I've been so drawn to eggs as well, right? Cracking open the egg. We're all cracking open the egg right now. Happy, happy, happy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Peace. Let's see. So I really feel like to the sea as well. And that's number 7. Okay. Do any more of these cards want to come out? Yeah, look, on the bottom of the deck, the orphan card is in reverse. So it really feels like we're releasing this orphaned energy. A lot of us have been storing this orphaned energy within us, right? We're looking at the bigger picture of things. We're able to access a bigger picture of things, and it's helping us to take new action because we've really connected in with a truer part of ourselves, and that's what's coming online at the time of this new moon. Okay, let me just see if thinker, yeah. Okay, let's sort of give an introspection. Any other one of these want to come out, Spirit? A leg up. A leg up. This feels like help, and that's actually another 7. So let me just look up some of these for a sec. Okay. I want to start with to the sea. Being in flow. This is really giving intuition, actually. This reminds me of the six of Swords, which is like taking a leap of faith and trusting the intuition that's guiding us to completely brand new shores, right? Returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together. Something is all coming together. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? That is absolutely what I'm feeling, right? It feels like we're releasing this incredibly heavy baggage. And it's actually what we feel after the liberation that comes in after is this fluid effortlessness. Okay, as everything comes together for us. If you think about it, if we purge out all the heavy, stagnant emotions that have been keeping us manifesting the same sorts of things, we completely open up to a brand new flow, right? So this card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Yeah, I'm feeling that strongly. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to look up this peace card now with the egg, and there's actually the star. Okay, I've been really, see the little star on the egg? It's like cracking open the limitation, okay? Cracking open the limitation and stepping into our star quality is what I'm feeling from that. Okay, 23. 23 also is 5, which is a number for change. Peace. Okay, so this says freedom from attachment. Freedom from attachment, seriously. Radical acceptance. Oh my gosh. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Yeah, that totally feels like there's been this acceptance of life where it is, right? How it is, what we've been through. And in turn, it kind of helps us release the past, right? Because really cracking open an egg is cracking open into a brand new beginning, right? Then a leg up. Let's look into this card here, a leg up. 34. Receiving help. Yeah, this actually feels like universal help. Okay, universal help. Delegating authority into dependence. Okay. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. This is breaking out of the hermit phase. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Yeah, so I feel like people are going to be brought into your life at this time that they might be from the past, they might be brand new, but it's really going to be helping you progress forward, because now, with how much you've changed, with how much you've grown through self-love and self-compassion, being on your own in hermit phase will no longer serve you. That's what it really feels like. Look, balance. Let's see what was. Oh, look, we've got love coming out. Love to see it. Okay, what else, Spirit? Peace. Look, peace twice, yo. Peace twice. Peace and harmony moving forward, and action. So we've got action coming up twice. So it feels like, okay, peace and harmony. Let's see if any more wants to come out. Yeah, look, endings, resilience. Butterfly with the metamorphosis. Look, butterfly and metamorphosis with community. I've actually been really drawn to bees lately. There's also resilience here. So yeah, you've been really resilient through a past period. And I think it's through this hermit phase, to be honest. Okay. Resiliency. I'm drawn to the camel, you know, his hump. It's to help you go the distance. Okay. You've had to be resilient through something, but that's what's coming to an end. Okay. Because now there's new action coming online, and the action is based in love. It's like it's almost like you've released enough, you've accepted enough that you're now ready to take new forms of action, and you're ready to share more love with new people. You're ready to be social again. It's what it's giving. It feels like you're out of the chrysalis now, right? You're spreading the wings. You're ready to leave the nest. Okay, let's get some tarot now. I want to get these gold ones to build out this message a bit further. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. It's giving independence, right? So Spirit, what do we need to be hearing? What is the message for this new moon? Thank you. Ooh, Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords is absolutely having a refreshed new mental space with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. The Seven of Pentacles is really highlighting the energy of pause, because the Seven of Pentacles is absolutely a card of reflection. It's a card of taking a pause to review what's shown up and review where we're at, review what we've created so far, to basically make sure that where we're at is still aligned with where we want to go. Okay. And this is actually the card of rewards as well, because we've already been creating something. We've already been on a journey. Okay. And the pause really is showing that a new cycle is opening up. This could also be communication coming in for you. The Swords is also, the Page of Swords is absolutely communication coming in, but it's also pointing to a renewal that's happened in our mental space. We are open to believing in new things. We've released a lot of old baggage. We've released a lot of things that have been holding our mental space back, especially old paradigms, old negative beliefs, old expectations that kept us playing small, that kept us held back. And we're in this new, renewed space of the mind that's ready to take on new things, ready to believe new things. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Oh, that's a lot of cards, Spirits. A lot of cards. chest. Okay, I'm gonna see if they pop back out. So I'm seeing the Strength card here, which is absolutely aligning with the energies that are present here. This is anchoring in, finding a new feminine strength, because the feminine here, this is the card of our feminine magic, and the Magician is our masculine magic, our masculine intention with moving forward. The Strength card is leaning into our feminine ability. Oh wow, at the bottom of the deck, yay! The World. Oh, there's that Six of Wands. Look, it's an end of a chapter of rocky times. That's what this energy is talking about. The strength that we're learning at this time as a collective is the ability to lean into love and to apply love and compassion to the difficult things that pop up in us. The lion here symbolizes the parts of us that we've exiled, the parts of us that, you know, I'm really being drawn to school and having to fit in at school, right? If we're too loud or we're too disruptive, we're usually told off for it, right? But there's also us trying to fit in with people at school as well. And that's often the time when parts of us can become exiled because they're not good enough or they're too much, right? So actually, this is really talking about a mind, this two energy together is talking about a mind that is more anchored in self-love. So there's been a very critical mind, a very harsh mindset that has been cleared from the mind. And it's revealing this new cycle where you're actually able to access love a lot more easily. And because of that, a chapter is ending. A chapter is ending in your life. Yeah, look, this is the purge. This is the mental purge. Oh, wow, we've got the Empress, which is literally divine feminine energy. It's literally divine feminine energy. This is sitting back and attracting in everything we need. This is sitting back. This is Taurian energy, Taurus. This is Venus, right? So this is the energy of sitting back and attracting in everything we need. This is sitting back. We're not chasing anything. And the stars on the crown really show a lot of vibrant, new, solution-based ideas that are coming online right now. The Empress has a lot of fruitful ideas, and they just come to her because she sits on her throne of creativity. She just lets it flow from her. She creates her world around her from a place of pleasure and relaxation, trust, faith, right? And it creates a world of pure magic. Okay, the Seven of Swords here, it's like this is purging out the difficult mental paradigms, because this can be self-deception, self-sabotage, because basically what he's doing here is he's stealing away these thoughts, these beliefs, but basically he's taking them away so that there cannot be a fight the next day. That's the core of what's happening there. But it can also be, right, it depicts us trying to cut corners, us trying to move too quick, us trying to make things happen out of alignment, and it causes us to take choices and create beliefs that lead us astray, that lead us to temptation, is what I just heard, that leads us to deceive our own wants, our own desires. Okay, so this is the mental purge. This is the big, huge purge from the Venus energy, from our ability to create. Okay, and we've also got Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this is talking about a lot of energy that we are leaning into right now. Yeah, look, there's there's Pluto. There's Pluto. There's transformation here. Yeah, and that's the confusion. And this is the moving slow, taking it slow, taking it easy, nourishing the temple, because the Knight of Pentacles is all about the action that we take right now is in taking care of ourselves, taking care of what's right in front of us on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis. This night is not running off, not chasing anything. Actually, it's the farmer energy. It's leaning into the energy that we need, the action that we need to nourish ourselves, to make sure that on a daily basis we're getting enough water, we're getting enough food, we're seeing enough sun, and we're taking those daily actions on the projects that mean something to us, right? So with this Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this is actually leaning into things that might feel even more imbalanced. So this is the energy of actually leaning into more rest to create a new balance, a new sense of balance that is actually going to serve us in creating the balance that we need in order to bring into life the collaborations, the physical projects that we want to bring into physical matter. So it really does show that we're in a space of kind of working out what that balance is and what that balance looks like. And we've also, there's 2 pages here, 2 pages, right? So there's a brand new cycle coming online. And with this page energy, it talks about a new cycle that is happening from an already enlightened position, an up-leveled position, okay? With the Page of Cups, this is talking about a brand new phase in our life where we are actually tuning into our intuition. We are being guided by our intuition. We're receiving guidance from areas in life that don't make full sense. And with the Page of Swords here too, I really feel that the mind is open. It's open to believing this intuitive guidance. It's open to believing this information that's coming from pretty ridiculous sources, right? The mind is adaptable and willing to believe in this energy. Okay. And with the Page of Cups, this is literally the heart. It's full energy. It's taking leaps of faith, taking risks that the heart communicates to us that it wants, because the Page of Cups lives from that heart space. It dresses as it wants, it looks how it wants, it desires whatever it desires, and it freely follows. He freely follows his heart. So I feel like your heart is really just following. Look, all the cards are surrounded by this new energy. So there's these new versions of you that are coming online in the mind and the heart. It's like a huge renewal that's taking place right now at the time of this new moon, where there's a whole new identity taking place in the mind, and there's a whole new heart space alignment that's also taking place. And they're aligned with this energy coming out. They're aligned. Okay. You've had strength through the purging. You've rested more, even if it hasn't felt like the right thing to do, because it's allowed you to find a new sense of balance that actually rejuvenates your energy. Okay. There's been a lot of confusion here. This is also, I feel like, searching our heart to discern what the things that we truly want are, which is really important and really relevant at the time of this new moon. Okay, what else do I want to get? We've already been here for 43 minutes. We're okay. Let's get some of this energy out. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, look, there's that 7 energy. We've got 2 7s. We've got a lot of 7s. So 777 will be really relevant at the time of this. Maybe you're seeing that number a lot. But yeah, there's pause and there's reflection happening right now, okay? We're adjusting. We're taking time to adjust. I was literally talking about the 7 of Pentacles before, I believe. This is taking rest for expansion, which is going to be so important at the time of this new moon. We're getting clear on a current focus, where if you go back and watch the notes that I was talking about, this makes total sense. We're evaluating what's coming up at this time, okay? We're evaluating it. Oh my gosh, another 7. That's 4 7s. 4 sevens. I'm going to type here. No one else is typing to me, so I'll just type to myself. But basically with this 7, we're feeling into it, right? We're feeling into it. Our intuition is what's guiding us. We're learning to lean into our intuition. We're learning to use that as our deciphering way to move forward. This is energetic communication that we're receiving, that we're allowing to guide us. And, you know, when we move from the headspace to the heart, it is a process. It is an absolute process. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So we've got a 2 coming out here. So this is, okay, yeah. So the mind, through this confusion, through this transition, the mental space is feeling really vulnerable. That's the part of us that is feeling vulnerable, because we're fearing that like a predator is around. We're fearing that the past is going to happen if we relax, or if we don't move in the old ways that we have, that an old negative experience is going to happen to us again. So the mind is showing that it's vulnerable right now. Okay. Letting go of a focus, letting go of beliefs, choosing the new. Oh my gosh, that is exactly what's happening right now. We're leaving behind something that felt disharmony, that felt disharmonious. We're leaving behind things that create disharmony in our lives. We are letting go of focuses and beliefs, and we're choosing something new, right? That's the transformation. That's part of this transformative energy that Pluto is bringing in. Really, when you see the Devil card, okay, it's what's happening is an old door is closing and a new door is opening right up. Okay. Oh, was it? Oh, somehow I knew a Joker card was coming out, yo. This is like wild card energy, right? This feels like Uranus or Neptune kind of energy, right? Star. Oh my gosh, I said at the start, I'm so drawn to stars right now. Spirit keeps aligning me to stars. So there's like a star quality of yours is coming online. This is laughing more. This is laughing with yourself, okay? This is a new way of being coming online. This is our healed, holy version, our inner expert, okay? Chosen. This is chosen. You are chosen. If you are drawn to this recording, okay, you're chosen. You have chosen energy. You've been chosen by the spirit, by the universe. Look at this. Wow. Okay. A new way of being is coming online. There's another 2 here. So even 222 could be relevant for you. We have been in a phase in the past holding our true self back, hiding our true self, avoiding nurturing ourselves. Okay. This is a negative mindset, and we're releasing that. We're releasing that to let our true self through, to let our true self be full and vibrant. This is physical mastery. Physical mastery. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've drunk probably too much coffee today and not enough water. Naughty me. I'm just going to get like a little bit. Actually, I'm going to get some. Oh, look. We are coming to a point of no return. Okay, a point of no return. Whatever we're letting go of right now through the time of this new moon, we are not coming back to it, my love. We are not going to be experiencing these old cycles again. It is a final purge, and this is all happening effortlessly right now, okay? You don't have to do much. You do have to feel, though. You do have to be present, but this is all happening for you because it's universally aligned here. Look, new timeline. New timeline coming online at the time of this new moon. Oh, this is the blank card. This is a blank canvas. This is the unknown. Oof, there's so much power. This is back to 0 point. This is a brand new beginning. And like, we don't even fully understand it. Okay. But it's happening for us effortlessly because it's time. It's aligned. Fame. Yo, if you are here and aligned with this energy, you are destined to be famous. You are destined to be well known. Whatever you're doing, you must be in the public eye, or you're being guided, or you're going to be put into the public eye because your perspective is one that needs to be heard. Okay. Look, something's revisiting from the past. This could be people. This could be people, but it could also be illusions that we're revisiting from the past right now. Okay. Does anything else want to come out from here? Go with the flow. Literally from what we said initially, this is a time for absolutely going with the flow. Oh, Spirit saying thank you for your service. Like, there's so much gratitude and pride for you on the from the spirit realm. Going on a trip. This is wild because I am literally going on a trip in like a few days. I'm flying overseas. So maybe you're relating to that too. And maybe if you don't have anything planned, something is coming in for you that you maybe can't see right now. You are winning. You are winning. Have you entered any competitions recently? If you haven't, this is still like you're entering your winning season. Okay. Gemini is coming out. Okay. Gemini is coming out. So I feel like the reason this is coming out is because you're actually going to be more chatty, more articulate, more communicative, okay, more social. I feel like there's a social energy coming online from a space of being invisible, from a space of being in kind of protected by the universe, because I saw invisibility cloak. And that can really talk about being cloaked because you've needed to be. Your energy has been being worked on, and because of that, it's needed to be in a hermit mode. But I really do feel like this hermit mode is coming to an end right now. What else have we got? Yeah, look, hiding. There has been an element of hiding because it's been necessary, my love. Oh, we've got 12th house and Uranus. 12th house is isolation, the subconscious mind. I think I did mention that before. Just turn that down. There's like ads popping up. Retreats. Maybe you're going on a retreat. We've also got Uranus, which is the transformative planet of the occult, of illusions. This is unexpected change as well. Okay. What do we got here? Be selfish. You know, being selfish is not a bad thing. Being selfish is actually very important in aligning with what's true for you. Okay. You know, if you listen to Esther Hicks, they teach that selfishness is actually very natural and actually very normal. Look, you're being put in the spotlight. You're going to be put in the spotlight. What did I say with this fame? Okay, maybe you don't see this coming. This is giving like maybe going viral energy. 10th house is here, which is like, which is actually like about having ambitions, but also power and status, right? Get recognition. Island life. Oh, something you're going to be very happy about is happening for you, and it's happening with immense ease. Look, high vibration. You've been dedicated and devoted to raising your vibration. Okay, you've been dedicated and devoted to lifting your to the healing journey. Okay, lifting your energy out of lies, out of deceit, out of manipulation, because I feel like this has clouded you. Okay, Huge turn of events, and it actually landed on the going on a trip. Huge turn of events. So if you have a trip planned, there might be a huge turn of events that happens while you're away. Meeting someone is what I'm feeling. What's this Neptune energy? Otherworldliness, transcends limitation. There's transformation. Hidden things are going to be exposed for you. Let's get a little bit more energy. I just love this energy. I don't really want to end it. I don't want to finish reading yet. But I will close this up soon. Yeah, look, access from the past is denied. Any negative energies that you have dealt in the past, anything that would cause rocky energy, access is denied. We've also got remote viewing. Okay, so I feel like maybe there's going to be abilities to remote view coming online. Oh, you're being prepared for something right now. Look, you're being prepared. Rest now. It's okay to rest. It's safe to rest. Self-love reverses the curse. That is that strength card, right? Applying self-love to ourselves reverses any curse that has been placed upon us from ancestry, from past lives. Okay. And look, I feel like with this says hatred comes from people who hate their own existence. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like in your decision to follow your healing journey, your dedication to raising your high vibration, it's caused people to act out with you. It's caused people to project onto you, to kind of bring you back down to a lower vibration. But so if that's the case, then please know that you've done everything perfectly. And that is kind of just what happens, unfortunately, with chosen energy. Oh, sacral chakra. This is giving creativity. Creativity. Oh my goodness. Fated, destined event. Huge turn of events. And I'm seeing a divine match. And I'm seeing hold on tight. It feels like the journey is about to kick off with the start of May is what I just heard. So I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Prepare for fireworks in this life, yo. Prepare, okay? This is super exciting energy. Let's get just a little bit of some self-care that would be good for us to do at this time of the new moon, which I kind of already covered in the notes, but let's just see what Spirit thinks we should do. Do you want to suggest anything, Spirit? Not really. Okay. I'm not feeling that one. Hydrate, which I need to do because I've had 2 coffees today and not enough water. Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisies. Oh, look, pleasure is coming out. There's that Taurian energy. Pleasure. Lean into pleasure. And look, there's the movement. Yeah. I think they're not really bringing too much out right now because I've already covered it earlier on in the video. So definitely lean into nourishing the temple. And I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you are watching this later on, thank you so much for tuning into this video. And I hope everything that I have talked about today really helps you in your journey forward through navigating this new moon in Taurus. And I will be traveling. I'm going to Thailand in the next, I think I leave in like 4 days. I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I've been literally doing a healing journey for the past 5 years intensely. I've been pretty much in hermit mode for 5 years. So I am ready to break out of that shell. Okay, but naturally with that, there's been quite a few fears coming up with it because it has been such a while. So if you're relating to that energy, let me know in the comments below. But I will be doing readings in Thailand. I will be filming content over there. So keep an eye out for that. And I will also be back filming for the full moon. So everything that I've channeled today will be for the next 2 weeks, which is when, the site, which is the full time for the cycle. So yeah, I will be doing a reading for the full moon when that comes along. I'll be doing another live. I love doing lives. So I hope this finds you well. Sending you love. Bye.